guys, what is up? I'm here to do my second to last review video of Mieruko-chan, and just like I posted on Twitter, the links are in the description box so you guys can check that out. Change it up this week. This is this week's schedule in terms of like the last reviews, live reactions that I'm doing for both Mieruko-chan and Visual Prison. These are the two shows that I'm going to finish off 2021 with. Of course, I dropped Platinum N and Tacto P Destiny. After a while, those shows just didn't interest me long enough, so they were dropped. And that's what I'm going to do. Like, if a show doesn't keep my interest and I'm taking too long to eventually come back to review it, then yeah, the show has been dropped. I guess you guys already realized that. But anyway, this week is from today doing Mieruko-chan episode 11 review and double review for Visual Prison episode 7 and 8 tomorrow, Monday the 20th, December 20th. I'm doing the final live reaction for episode 12 of Mieruko-chan. Final episode, live reaction. And then another double review of Visual Prison episodes 9 and 10, Tuesday the 21st. I'm doing a review for episode 11, and then Friday, the last day for the last episode of Visual Prison, that's my final review, and then I'm done. And then you guys will have to wait for about a week and a few days, because new episodes for winter 2022, even though winter season doesn't start until, I'm assuming, next week, but majority of the shows start in January of 2022. So the channel will be on a break until then. And I already have 3 shows that I am planning to review. So they are, if I remember, Koishi no Ai, or Love of Kill of Love, Futsal Boys, and My Dress Up Darling, I believe. If My Dress Up Darling, I think I butchered the name a little bit, but you guys know what that is. So like I said, you can go onto Twitter. The link will be in the description box. Just head to the Twitter page and then you'll see the tweet that I posted probably a day or two ago, so you guys know what shows I am planning to review or do a live reaction of for winter 2022. So for the second to last episode of Mieruko-chan episode 11, I feel like Miko in this episode. I did not mean to judge my boy Zen as badly as I did. I have to switch up. You might say I'm a hypocrite, but they proved to us that Zen is actually a good guy. And I was really shocked. But then again, you can't blame the viewers or even Miko in that situation, because everything that was leading up to Zen's character up until this point made him seem like a very suspicious and bad guy. From the first time he was introduced back in episode 4, when they were in the park with the cats. And obviously we judged the books with the Yakuza looking guy when he was actually a very sweet guy towards Cat. And then obviously with Zen and him being haunted by several cats that want to claw his face off, but they can't, right? From then on, you're like, nah, this guy is no good. Then he comes back by episode 5 or 6, being their homeroom teacher after Miko and Hana's teacher had to go on maternity leave. And not only is he being haunted by dead cats, but then he's being haunted by this spider looking like lady ghost, right? So you're thinking this guy is really no good. And not only that, his energy is sapping on Hana's energy, her aura, right? Hence why she gets more hungry and she's feeling more tired than usual. So if you were in Miko's case, you'd be feeling like this guy is no good. But episode 11 proved us that, again, it goes back to episode 4, you can't judge a book by its cover. And that's exactly what we did. Unless some of you already knew, you read the manga, but that's those who read the manga. For the rest of us, we had no choice, right? So the episode starts off with a flashback on Zen's life when he was a kid. And a lot of things made sense. A lot of connections were made in this episode, especially with the ghost, the big spider-like lady ghost, right? So it starts off where he comes home and he's really happy about his test results from school. He was like an elementary school kid at the time. He got a 98. He didn't get a full 100, but he got a 98. So that's still a pretty good score to get in school, right? Come to find out, his mother is not happy with it. Right then and there, you found out what type of person she is, because automatically his friend comes around and say, hey, Zen, you're not coming to the birthday party. And then his mom is like, I thought you said you wanted to go out to play with your friend. So you're lying to me? You're just like your father. You're hiding things from me? What did I tell you? Right then and there, you know that his mother was manipulative. She is cunning. Okay, and she is very controlling, right? Because she didn't allow Zen to do anything. She wanted him for herself, and I guess due to the bad relationship she had with his father, it made her confine in Zen in a very unhealthy way. So Zen always felt trapped under his mother's gaze. And then, since he was denied going to his friend's birthday party and he saved up his little allowance that he probably got to go buy a present, when he went to the park, and this was where I misjudged his character again, I'm not afraid to say so, when he saw a cat in the park, you're thinking, oh, he's angry that his mother denied him from going to the birthday party, and you know, she's very controlling of him and all of that stuff, and so that was his first taste to unleash that anger on the cat, and he couldn't stop, right? No. So what happens afterwards, in the flashback, we have where Miko is following him because, again, she wants to protect Hana. She wants to get rid of this guy because obviously, in her point of view, Zen is the bad guy. He's the one that's harming her best friend, and she wants to protect her best friend. That's what good friends do, right? Protect each other. So she's following him to see if anything suspicious about him, especially in regards to all the missing cats that's happening during those days, right? So she's following him and hoping that she can find something. If anything goes awry, she can call authorities and they can lock him up, and that way he can be as far away as from the school, so that way Hana is not troubled by him. She gets caught because she tells him to stop just when he went into a tunnel, right? And he saw a cat, an abandoned cat, right? And he was about to touch it, and she got so scared for the cat's life, she tells him to stop. Instantly, she lets the cat run to her, and then she starts running. Of course, you know, by logic, anime logic, manga logic, webtoons logic, all that logic, she trips on air. Well, she trips on the stairs, but still, again, she trips, right? He catches up to her, and he's like, were you following me? Why are you doing all that? He's questioning her, why was she following him and all that. Of course, the cat jumps out of her hands, run across the street. Of course, car comes by, but Zen runs to go save the cat. He gets hit by the car. And we come to find out about Zen's character, right? So Zen actually is he's a really nice person. He's a really gentle person. And there was the same cat that he met during his childhood. He decided to take care of the cat, but he had to hide the cat away from his mother because, again, his mother is she's kind of sick in the head, you know? And, you know, she controls her son by emotionally manipulating him for him not to leave her. And then in some sense, she is kind of physically abusive towards him because she would have a tendency to not only scare her son, but to put her hands on him and kind of grab him a little bit to make him know his place. So he had to hide that from her because if he didn't, he knows what type of person his mother is. So he's taking care of the cat while also trying to hide the cat from his mother, right? Because his mother only wants his focus to be on her, right? And then one day, when he went to go and feed the cat, all he sees is blood on the cat's bed. The mother is like, I took care of that vermin. Why were you hiding that from me? Don't look like, you know, her words and everything. And it was just like, yo, you're really messed up, mom. And from then on, you realize that the reason why these cats were missing is because he was bringing them to a vet clinic, which his friend works at, Satoru. And these two had been friends since childhood and everything. So we have where Satoru is telling Miko everything about Zen from when they were kids up until now. And with the cat situation, he feels like he has to atone for it because of what happened with his mother. But you can clearly tell that Zen loves cats, but he feels like because of what his mother did during his childhood, he feels like the bad guy in the situation. He shouldn't have let that happen, so it hangs over his head. Now, this is the part that really shocked me, but it makes sense. The ghost that is hanging off of Zen, and I did make this in the last video, I thought it was his past lover. It comes to find out it's his mom, his dead, deceased mother, who still has her clutches on her son, even in the afterlife. Like, this woman could not pass away peacefully. You know, she's still interfering with her son. And now it makes sense. All of those missing cats, all of those dead cats were by his mother. And probably with the blood that we saw in the previous episode, it was Zen actually helping a cat that was injured. I'm assuming that is the case, and that's where he brings the cats to the clinic for Satoru to take care of them and everything. But I'm thinking that a lot of the cats that are missing is due to his ghost mother, right? So every time you hear, like, don't look at him, stay away, it's things that she's been saying to him since he was a young child. So, you know, even though he knew what type of person his mother was, at the same time, that was his mother. So not only is he unable to let go of his mother, who psychologically kind of messed him up in a way, he can't let go of her. She herself could not pass on letting go of her son. So Miko, despite being scared, you know, I really have to applaud her because she really took a step forward and decided to say, no, this isn't right, and I need to stop this as where it is in its tracks, right? And by doing so, she used up the last of her help token from the deities, right? So this is the third time she got the ghost out of his room, because he's in the hospital after being hit by the car. She got the ghost out of the room, turned her back to the ghost, and then let the deities do its work. And it kind of ends off from there, right? So she used the last of her help me token from the deities. And right now, I'm kind of questioning what's going to happen in the final episode. Because after defeating one of the bigger ghosts, which is the mother's ghost from Zen, hopefully Zen feels a bit more free, you know, because they do show sometimes when you have spiritual beings over you, you feel a little bit more burdened, you feel a little bit more heavy. So hopefully, with his mother being officially gone, the vengeful cats that were surrounding him are also gone, and he is much more lighter. So by the time he returns back to school, we'll see a better version of Zen. But on top of that, and I could be wrong, I wonder if the deities, after helping Miko 3 times on 3 different occasions, if there's going to be some type of trade-off they want with her. I feel that's what's going to happen. Like, okay, we helped you 3 times, we gave you 3 chances, and we helped you three of those times, right? So this and this is going to happen. So you do this, or you do this, or we do this. Something of that sort. Some trade-off has to happen because they only gave her 3 chances, right, to save her from being attacked by malicious ghosts. So since she used up her last chance, some trade-off, something has to happen. And I'm hoping it's nothing terrifying for her. I hope they truly were there to help her and not think of taking anything from her or anything of that sort. But we'll have to wait to see for the final episode, because I do believe there has to be some trade-off for them offering that type of help for her. So if you guys saw episode 11 of Mieruko-chan. Please do tell me in the comment section below on how you guys felt about this episode. What are your thoughts? For those who did not see episode 12 as of yet, like myself, what are your thoughts for the final episode? And do tell me, what shows are you guys planning to watch for winter 2022? And I wonder if it's going to be any of the shows that I'm planning to watch and review. That way you guys can see all the reviews, all the videos, all of that good stuff for January going forward. And I'm Kimmy-chan of Anime Legends Podcast, and I will see you guys later.